because right now Baldini feels very comfortable waiting and letting Zhu make an attack. It's failed 3 times in a row. So on this one, even though the fencers were passed, earlier I told you that they have to fence while they have to hit while they're in front of each other. On this one, Baldini made a parry before Zhu passed, and Baldini turned and hit him after he passed, which according to the rules is totally permissible if that action started before the pass. The referee said it did. Zhu thinks it did not. Zhu has absolutely nothing to lose by challenging this. He's going to challenge it. It appears the touch is going to stand. Zhu has asked to change his weapon. This is a classic stalling tactic used by fencers because he could have changed it while they were reviewing, or he could have changed it a number of times. He decided to change it now. He needs an extra minute to get his stuff together, to get his thoughts together, and try to salvage this bout. He's got about 2 minutes, and he needs to score 4 touches against the best or second best fencer in the world. This is a tall order. Zhu put together an attack. As you can see, it just doesn't quite have the oomph. It doesn't have the acceleration. Baldini feels very comfortable. That's why it was so important that Baldini get ahead. If I'm not mistaken, that is the first attack on which Zhu is hit today. He's going to have to find 4 more like that in the next minute and 22 seconds if he wants this bout to go to overtime. Well, in that split second while we were away, you could hear the blade contact, and that must have been Zhu taking the blade and hitting Baldini, making the score 7-10. It's getting more interesting. That did not look good. It really looked like Baldini might, you know, do a little hurling there in. Uh-oh. Okay, if I can read his lips, he said, "I'm okay." We'll find out. Little drama here. Not only is Zhu closing the score, but it appears that Baldini may be close to losing his lunch. Oh, and Baldini gets the yellow card. So they both closed the distance. Baldini put his guard up to try to say, "You're not going to hit me here." And then Zhu with a little bit of acting. You know, the Italians act on the football pitch. I think turnabout's a little fair play here. Now you know how the rest of the world feels. while we were looking at the acting, it appears that Zhu has scored again. He's now 10-8, a 2-touch lead. And for those of you new to fencing, what that yellow card, that little yellow box you see on the left next to Baldini's name means that if he does anything again and gets a second one, his opponent will receive a touch. There, Baldini scores the parry post, lengthening the lead to 3. Unlike soccer, if he does get a yellow or a red card, he's not kicked out, but it's a touch for his opponent. And at this point, with a 3-touch lead, that's a big deal. The referee called halt before that light came on, so there's no touch. The fencers will hold their distance right there. Nice action. As Zhu steps forward, Baldini makes an advanced lunge and hits. Nice action. Zhu appears to have hit him on the back with a flick. An action the FIE has worked hard to make go the way of the dodo. The athletes can figure out a way to make things happen that people in boardrooms can't think of. So while it is not as frequent, it is still here and living amongst us. 3-touch lead for Baldini. There are 19 seconds left. Mr. Zhu has asked to change his weapon again. Something's going on with this one. As you can see, when the white light came on, it appeared this one failed. There are 19 seconds left. To break it down mathematically, he's got 6 seconds to figure out how to hit him. He's got 6 seconds per touch to score his 3 touches. Of course, he cannot get hit at any time. Baldini is definitely in the driver's seat right here, but the bout is not yet over.
Yep. Yes.
Well, that didn't take 6 seconds. That took 1 second, and now he's got 2 touches to make up. He's got a little time to think of a better action now. Up. 1 touch. Very nicely done. He's got 15 seconds now to set up and score a touch. The reason I say he only needs 1 touch is because if he ties it at 12, we then have an extra minute of fencing. So he really doesn't need to score more than 1 touch to tie this up. On that action, Baldini made an attack. Zhu had the action he wanted. He parried it, and he missed his riposte. So now he's back in the hole. He's got to figure out a way to get 2 touches in 13 seconds. Oh, there was his riposte again. It missed. Baldini on his attack makes a parry riposte. It's now 14-11. Zhu still can't believe that his riposte didn't hit. He asked the referee to test his weapon. He does, and it works. Had that weapon not fired, had that white light not come on, then Baldini would not have received a touch because Zhu did not have an opportunity to score. It did work, and it's 14-11. There you go. Bout. Baldini's back. It's got to be great for him to be back. This being the first World Championship